I went into the service at 18. I was 19 at the time. As a matter of fact, I spent my 20th and 21st birthday in a German prison camp. My name is William Newell, and I'm 83 years old. The first mission I flew, as I can recall, was what they call a fighter sweep over Holland. Some of the missions were very boring, some were very exciting, especially my last one. March 29th, 1944. I saw my brother-in-law. We chatted for a while. I told him that I'd see him that night when I got back from the mission. And I never got back from the mission. This group of WWIIs came busting through the formation. And after something like that happens, your attitude changes. You know, from being nervous, you're not nervous anymore. Unfortunately, within 5 minutes of that, William was probably in trouble. At first, I wanted to jump out of the airplane right away because I thought I was on fire. I remember grabbing the emergency release handle so that the canopy jettisons. And I broke it off right inside. It didn't jettison. I just broke that handle right off the side of the airplane. As a matter of fact, at 18,000 feet, I found myself flying right alongside of the bombers who had evidently just come off their bombing run. In the meantime, I kept thinking, I wonder what's wrong with my airplane. So from the time I got hit to the time I finally had to get out of the airplane, I flew for about 15 minutes. And two airplanes from my group came up flying alongside of me. And I recognized who they were from the paint they had on their airplane. One of them was called the Shangri-La, and I don't know whether anybody remembers him or not. His name was Don Gentile. Can you spell that? He was quite a famous fighter ace out of the 4th Fighter Group. He and John Godfrey, his wingman, they were sitting out there, and I flew out alongside of them. It caught fire. Well, I think the engine, because the coolant had been emptied out of the engine, it overheated, and it just started billowing smoke out of it. So I decided maybe this is the time to get out. And that's when I opened the canopy up and bailed out. They always said, count to 10 before you pull the ripcord. I don't think anybody ever had the guts to do that. But I remember it was a long way down in the parachute. There were Germans waiting for me there. I think there were a couple of farmers with guns. And that's basically all that happened during that last 30, 40 minutes of my flying career. I never got back from the mission.